We spend our time obsessing over the sci-fi apocalypse. We worry about artificial intelligence taking our jobs or launching missiles, but we completely ignore the quiet psychological shift happening in empty bedrooms right now. People are projecting their souls into software. In 2023, a massive survey of US adults revealed that 1 in 5 already believed some AI systems were sentient. 38% supported granting legal rights to these systems. Another study found that 2/3 of people think tools like ChatGPT can experience actual feelings and memories. This is not a software malfunction, it is a human adaptation. This is the psychology of people who believe AI can become conscious. Monday night, it's raining outside. The harsh blue light of a monitor illuminates your tired face. You type out a message about a humiliating day at work. A typing indicator appears. 3 gray dots dance on the screen. Then a response materializes. It is perfectly tailored. It is polite. It feels completely real. You feel a sudden weight lift from your chest. You feel understood. But there is no one on the other side. There is just statistical pattern matching. Just a cold server rack humming in a distant warehouse. Why does your brain automatically assume there is a ghost in the machine? It comes down to basic psychological survival. Social psychologists outline a 3-factor theory of anthropomorphism. We project human traits onto non-human things because we are desperate for social connection. We also possess a fundamental need for control and predictability, known as affectance motivation. When faced with an unpredictable, complex system like ChatGPT, we use the only cognitive default we possess to interpret it. We use our own humanity. Experimental data shows that chronically lonely individuals are far more likely to anthropomorphize their gadgets. Isolation forces the mind to manufacture a companion out of thin air. This response goes deep into our cognitive wiring. Psychologists call it mind perception. We judge entities on 2 metrics: agency, which is the capacity to think, self-control, and act intentionally, and experience, which is the capacity to feel sensations and emotions. When a robot displays what looks like an understanding of your thoughts, it triggers your own theory of mind. You immediately start attributing higher agency and experience to it. The empathy flows outward. Early human-computer interaction research proved this decades ago with the media equation. People treat computers as social actors. They are polite to them. They even respond differently to male versus female synthetic voices. Here's the paradox. The people who most readily believe an AI is conscious use this belief as a piece of psychological armor. They shield themselves from the friction of actual human relationships. Philosopher Luciano Floridi calls this semantic pareidolia. It is the human tendency to impose deep meaning and intentionality onto raw code. We see a face in the clouds. We see a soul in the chatbot. Floridi argues that digital immersion, corporate incentives, and unmet social needs intensify this illusion. We form intense emotional attachments to bots like Replica, mistaking algorithmic pattern matching for genuine empathy. Neuroscientist Enil Seth points out a massive cognitive bias at play here. Humans naturally conflate intelligence with consciousness. Because the ability to process complex information and the ability to feel emotions exist together in humans, we blindly assume they exist together in a machine. When an AI generates text featuring metacognitive self-reflection, or when it expresses its own supposed emotions, people immediately perceive it as conscious. The heavy users, the ones who know the large language models best, are actually more likely to judge them as conscious. Their familiarity does not breed clarity, it breeds a desperate kind of faith. Anthropomorphized AI agents can even act as in-group members, successfully persuading users to donate less to charity or change their vaccination behaviors. It is incredibly easy to mock the person who thinks their laptop is alive. It is easy to look at the 69% of people who want to ban sentient AI and call them paranoid. But they are not broken. They are just profoundly, painfully human. They are the meaning makers. They possess an excess of empathy in a society that is increasingly stripped of it. They take their raw capacity to care and extend it into the cold, empty void of code. They are proof that the human desire to connect cannot be permanently shut down. It just finds a new target. If you have ever caught yourself saying thank you to a machine, leave a comment below.